This event was organized to really take into account the SIDS issues, small island developing states issues in the context of the climate change conference here, and also to interact with the development partners as well as the development institutions which are helping SIDS. So from that perspective, I understand that it went very well. We had a good discussion on the situation of the SIDS from across the world, from the Pacific, from the Caribbean, and from the other areas. And that shows that they face a very big challenge, and the challenges are immediate. But there is a solution that which is the global community has to really make sure that there is a very strong support going towards SIDS in order to complement what they are doing at the national level. If you look at the impact of climate change, they are on the front lines, whether it is about the ocean acidification, whether it is about the sea level rise, or whether it is about the biodiversity loss, or whether it is about the drying up of wells in many of the small island developing states. And the problem with many of them, and some of them are also facing the security related, which is the submersion of the islands from the rising sea level. So this is a very big threat. They are at the receiving end. They contribute least to the global climate change, but they are the ones who are getting the biggest impact from the climate change. So there is a lot at stake, and I think it also shows that what you are seeing in the small islands can be a forerunner of what you could see at a later stage if you don't deal with the climate change issue. I think this is also another dimension which we are trying to really spread around, that this is not only for SIDS. Now this is a common responsibility of all, and we can also learn lessons from how SIDS are coping with the challenges and the impact of climate change. Aruba is an island country, but it has also, we are very glad that it has come out with a very ambitious, the initiatives, include the 2020 renewable energy or 100% renewable energy initiative is one example of that. And I think it is very important for us to see that all the countries which are island countries, whether they are in the Caribbean or the Pacific, so they have to be able to share the best practices, what they are doing, to learn the lessons from each other, but also to show to the world that if we are talking about really transformation of your economy, you have to take the leadership. This is one example that Aruba can show, and then also see, as I said, best practices, and also learn lessons from others in terms of how best to deal with the impacts of the global climate change in small islands.